We can meet people in uncharted territories that maybe don't have the most educational ability or the financial structures for them to become successful. Technology's been a way where people can do online classes and we can do things and we can navigate. But I'm telling you what we can't do as a society, and it's you really. You can't get to a place where you begin to, for 1 second, to think this can replace this. Because even though this has its place and it has worth and it has value and it can create revenue and you can do work at home and you can be successful, like I'm pro technology. But that will never replace for my ability to grab a hold of somebody and look eye to eye and say, I believe in you, I love you, Alan Wusalin, my earth is your earth and you're welcome here. And at the end of the day, I want to see you win and I will speak life into you. And I can't see my blind spots and you can't see yours, but we're not meant to do this thing alone. We're better together. Like this is what life is, y'all. And this is as you navigate your high school journey. And as you continue to navigate who you are as a young human being, like I want you to understand, like I don't know your story. I don't know the depths of what some of you have had to deal with. I know statistics tell me that there are multiple people in this room by the sheer number and percentages that some of you have been at times that even today, maybe you were thinking about not living on this earth anymore, that some of you today are battling urges to self-injure, to self-harm. Some of you in this room right now are looking at yourself in the mirror and your self-image, your body image is making you have unhealthy eating habits, anxiety and depression. The stats say that there's some of you in right here that are struggling. But I'm here to tell you, man, you can do hard things. And as long as there's breath in your lungs, there's hope in your heart too. And as long as you continue to understand that no feeling is final. Today life may suck for some of you. Today life may be amazing for some of you. But what I do know is there are mountains and there are valleys. And the more that we can lock arms with things that matter, which are people, and to realize I can only control what I can control. I can control how I treat people. I can control the things that I do with my energy and my time. And I'm going to continue to refuse to believe that I can't. I'm not against these things. But what I've learned in my journey, when I began 7-8 years ago, when the socials were blowing up and it was the next new social media and the thousands and the tens of thousands were coming. And I realized, man, you know what the truth is though? This isn't real. I find myself competing and comparing to every other emotion and every other feeling. And you know what happened? The wave of Facebook happens, and then the wave of Instagram happens, and then the wave of Snapchat happens, and then the wave of TikTok happens, and so many of us find ourselves trying to find the next wave for the next thing to be relevant. And I get it. For some of us, we're just bored, so it's not at an unhealthy place. But for some of us, we really think our value comes from these. And so listen, I'm serious. I still rock our medias. We still put out content on YouTube and Instagram. But for me, and it's not just because I'm getting a little bit older, I was like, I'm not chasing the next social media thing that's just going to try to consume my time. If some of you out there are rocking your TikTok right now, keep rocking it, keep using it. But I promise you this, the next social media is going to come knocking on the door, and then you're going to be chasing that place of finding your value and chasing your place of finding your value. And you're going to find yourself missing out on things that really matter, which is the power of the human connection. And so today, as you guys are launching into the middle of your school year, I know Thanksgiving's around the corner, and we're going to be close to Christmas break, and we're going to settle down and sunset 2022, and we're going to launch into 2023. And some of my seniors, the reality of it is you got one semester left, and then it's on to the next place, to the next space, to the next journey. And some of you got dreams and goals, and some of you don't have a clue what you're about to do, and all of that's okay. But the truth is, man, this moment in all of your lives, man, I want you to engage with you. I want you to start confronting you. I want some of you to stop making excuses. I used to blame my dad all the time when he abandoned me at 10 years old. He was the reason for my anger. He was the reason that I would step on you with my words. He was the reason I would hide behind my fist. He was the reason that I would act the way that I would act. And to be honest, a lot of the things and a lot of my reactions and things that surfaced, they were excuses because I didn't want to confront the real thing that I was afraid of, which was me. And to be honest, y'all, listen, I'm super proud of where so many of you are right now. But I don't let anybody settle. I don't want us to become complacent. You as amazing young adults have navigated the most difficult time in world history. I believe that. There's never been a generation or a society that's ever had to navigate the technological advancements that you are in the middle of. There's no data for us to draw back from. Everything's fighting for your time and your attention and your focus. On top of a technological advancement, then we throw a COVID epidemic, pandemic of separation and isolation. And we're expecting some of you guys just to figure it out. Well, I'm just a realist. That's really the expectation because the cavalry's not going to come. You got you. You're capable. But you also, I hope, have at least a few community members in the school, in your world at home, that you can begin to trust. And I know for some of you, trust is difficult because we don't trust nobody. Let me be real. Like, this is a real moment, right? You're like, man, this dude's coming in hot. Yeah, I'm coming in hot. I'm tense, man. I got one speed, and that's real. Because truthfully, when it's all said and done, I don't ever know if I'm never going to get another moment to stand in front of any one of you ever again. And I'm just talking from a dude from experience that's 13 years sober, that's 13 years free from suicidal ideation, that's 13 years free from a lot of destructive mentalities, 13 years when my back was against the wall and I didn't quite ever grab a hold of my life. And really, it just happens to be how life played out that I'm still alive today, to be honest. And so if I've only got this moment in this window in front of all of you, I don't care about the screens, the production, none of that. Like, I care about locking eyes with some of you, and hopefully you walk through these doors where you find the courage to say, you know what? I can do hard things.